Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Johann Zarco's comments after winning the French Grand Prix yesterday. Now, speaking after the race, Zarco said, "I feel very special and proud because I love motorcycle history, and to write the line as a French rider, winning the French Grand Prix is just magic. I always push myself, hoping I can win races or be on the podium, but today it was also about making the right choice on tyres. When I saw the others going to slicks, I knew it was going to rain. So I just tried to save my wet tires because the track was kind of dry at that time. But with the raindrops and the other guys on slicks, I knew things were going to happen for me. I lost a lot of time on my start because I didn't use the start device, fearing there would not be enough braking load to disengage the system. I didn't know how to brake into the first corner, so I preferred to stay safe for the first few corners. But I lost so much time at that start. And then, trying to go around the outside in the first chicane, things can always happen in the middle. Mir picked up the bike and I hit him quite hard. I even lost some of the electronics on my left handlebar, and I went straight across the gravel. But then things were okay. Yes, my handlebar and electronics were a bit broken, but they were good enough to continue riding. And from that moment, I said, well, you've lost a lot, now just wait and see. This is always the situation in the first laps here. I knew Jack would be strong in these conditions, and when Jack crashed, I began to feel maybe I can win this race. I had been scared though when Mark switched to the rain tires because at the beginning he was much faster than I was. But I think he also reached the limit of the rain tires, and he could not push more, and my gap was big enough for me to control. My mom, who has never been to a Grand Prix race in 17 years, was also here. I said to her before the race, it would be nice for you to come and see the French Grand Prix, because the crowd is just incredible. I think they've seen enough this weekend that they will be telling family and friends for years. I was already so happy to have them here to see the French crowd today, but this is just the cherry on the cake. Now, for me, look, I think this is an epic race for Zarco. He went and he won it. And, yes, he did survive the first couple of laps with wet tires on a dry track, but I think once it got wet and tricky conditions, he was just in a different league to everyone else, consistently a second faster than everyone else on the track, able to extend his gap from Mark, from like what, 8 seconds all the way up to nearly 20 seconds by the end of the race. He was just in a different league level, on point today. And it's always a good thing that you see with Zarco. He does blow hot and cold, but he also is not one of those arseholes in the paddock. He's a nice guy. Everyone has a lot of time for him. Doing his backflip is definitely one of the things and highlight of the day for me. How winning your home Grand Prix as a rider is always the best, and also putting an end to the Ducati domination of 22 races um, on the bounce for Ducati is also a good thing. Is it meaning that Honda is back? No, it doesn't. This is one of those races where weather conditions and strategy played out. But realistically, no one on any bike could live with Johann Zarco today. His field was just there and he was on it. And I think it is absolutely epic. So for me, it's one of the reasons why I love motorbike racing is sometimes the unpredictability of these things that happen. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Zarco's comments and what do you think of his race yesterday? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.